Right, now before we start, I don't want you to get too disappointed. I'm afraid this video, and possibly the next couple of videos, is probably going to involve a load of machine work. So I know how much you hate that, but you know, it's just one of those jobs, gotta be done. Go on, here you go. Good girl. So we are only 10 days away, roughly, from drilling our wheat. I can't remember what variety it is Reg told me he's putting in, but we have a first wheat going in within the next 2 weeks. So before that happens, there are a few jobs that need to be done, one of which is putting a land drain in. Now, for some reason, I've drawn the short straw, and it's me that's doing it. So when I say machine work, it's not going to be new shiny tractors and exciting things like that. It's going to be me destroying the ground with a digger, then putting some pipe in, and then undestroying it. Preferably with a bit of stone in between. I've just got a quote for the stone, 20 tons of stone to go in the hole behind the pipe. Well, it was £37 a ton plus VAT, so you work it out. And apparently one of the reasons it's that expensive, or that price, I won't say expensive, it's that price. I'm not allowed to say expensive because everything's expensive. Is I can't use the same stuff as I had. So there's a little bit left there of what I had, about maybe a quarter of a ton. And what I had was classed as rejects, which is basically when they're processing the stone to, for whatever job they're doing it for, there's certain odd shapes and sizes or whatever else that they were throwing out for rejects. Well, apparently they don't do that anymore. Nothing's rejected. It all goes in the same stuff, because it means they can charge £10 a tonne more for it. More than £10 a tonne. About 12, £14 a tonne more for it. So, anyway, so the idea with this is, this is at the other farm. Dad's paying for the materials, and I'm doing all the work. That's kind of the deal. I'll do all the work, and Dad will buy the materials. But I don't think he's going to be over impressed with like a 650 quid bill or whatever it is, plus VAT, for one load of stone. It's a lot of money for stone just to lose in the ground. But if you want to do the job properly, that's kind of what we got to do. So there, I'll have a chat with him before I go ordering anything. Anyway, first job is I need some perforated pipe. So we're going to go over to Plastech in Cam, see my friends over there. And we're going to buy, I think we're going to start off with 3 or 4 50-metre rolls of 4-inch perforated pipe. I'm only going to buy it in 50-metre rolls because I've got to roll this out by hand, and a 100-metre roll by yourself, but it's like fighting an anaconda. It's not fun. So we are going to go past the tree team on our way to Plastech, but I don't think I'm going to be able to call in and see them. Space on the work site is a premium where they are, although we've got the customers' side of the trees and also his neighbours. They've also got their cars and stuff parked in there as well, and because of chipping and stuff falling down, they need the space. So it might just be a drive-by for us, and I might just go, look left, there they are, and then it'll be gone. Blink and you'll miss it. Okay, so the guys are in between the traffic lights, I think. So if you keep looking left, you should, any second now, see a cherry picker. Maybe. Perhaps. Yeah, you're on the left now. and there is no room for me to get in there. We have arrived. That's what we're after over the right hand corner there. Perforated pipe. Hello, my brother's here. What's he doing here? What are you doing here?
I'm trying to get a discount on your name, but he told me to fuck her off. He said he hadn't seen you for a long time. They'd upset you.
No. What a young man.
Come to get one of these, maybe.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah, how many do you need? Or...
Yeah. You don't swear anyway.
Mine didn't shake his thing at you.
No. That's alright, the counter's too well, you're
It's
alright.
quite upsetting.
Hi.
So it's on the phone.
That's right.
Yeah.
I'll get,
Hiya.
yeah, I'll get Andy to give you a buzz, and he'd probably want to come down and visit you and things like that. So it's all right. He's pretty good. So
Let's just getting ideas at
yeah,
the
and
moment.
like you say, he'll be able to answer all your questions. So
Yeah.
we'll look after you on the prices.
He winks then.
We cannot be beaten on price.
You have to say that, the camera's going. I want some 4-inch perforated land drain.
No problem. How many lorry loads would you like?
200 metres in 50 metre lengths, please, so I'll have 4. Because I ain't unrolling an 100 metre by myself. I ain't doing that. So I drive down there?
Yeah, drive them down.
All right. What? However they're gonna go on there.
Go and put a strap through them then.
Yeah.
How you been then, alright?
Yeah, not too bad. Can we get 4 under? Yeah. On the sideways like that? No bother. Oh yeah. I'll let you do it because I don't want to get wet. Oh yeah.
Perfect fit.
Yeah, I'll put a strap straight through the middle there.
Back for a bit more.
I might be back for some more. I might be. Yeah. I'll come back over and we'll strap them on. Good morning.
Good morning, how are you?
Yeah, very well, and yourself?
Yeah, good, thank
Yeah.
you.
Little brother was obviously lying when you said that you was missing me.
I said I thought it'd upset him. I do that all the time.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, he's good at it. He does it on purpose. If I upset someone, it's by accident.
Bless him.
Yeah.
Want to pay for that now, or chuck it on the account?
I'll chuck it on the account because this is actually going to our dad's, and I haven't worked out who's paying for it yet, whether it's him or me. So, yeah.
And then at the same time we go, oh, by the way.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
So in one breath we're trying to get more business, and on the next one we're trying to get some money. So yeah.
I know, but you've got to keep the cash flow going.
That's what I say,
You've got to pay the
do it,
bills. So, yeah.
But no, we're still not sure whether the Barclay show was worthwhile or not. But it didn't do us any harm, I don't think. But
No, I know a few people have found you through that.
oh, have they? That's
Yeah,
good then,
because they told me they did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he said, oh, my brother's had loads of stuff off you. I said, who's your brother? Farmer P.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah,
So,
that doesn't hold any
I know.
credit.
Farmer P.
Yeah, oh, that idiot.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, I remember. Yeah, right, I'll go and strap that on and
No
bugger
problem.
off, leave it alone. So,
Okey-dokey.
and I'll probably see you again because I'm sure I'm going to want some more.
If
Right.
you need, give us a shout, not a problem.
Thank you very much.
All right,
Cheers,
see you.
bye. That's not going very far. You got something to tell me, Biscuit? Have you got something to tell me? Have you done something stinky? Eh? Yes, I think you have, haven't you? You pongo. Okay, so I think we'll shoot home, put the trailer on, load up the machine, and go over and make a start. Or I'm in a little bit of a pontification mood this morning, as a little bit of indecision of I know what I'm going to do. I know how to do it. I'm just trying to work out where exactly I'm going to start. Okay, I've already started because I got the pipe, but you know, actually start on the job. So the lie of the land that we got to put this pipe in, it's got a fairly steady slope all the way down. The last 30-40 meters is almost level, and what I've got to drain into is not that deep. And the problem I got is Reg's flat lift. If I don't get this pipe deep enough at the bottom end, if Reg doesn't lift it up with a flat lift, somebody else in the future will. But the problem I got is literally lie of the land and where we're draining to. There is an old land drain, if I can find it I can pick up, but the problem with that is because I'm draining downhill and this pipe goes square across, so it's a square join, or I've got to put a bend in the pipe. Well, I'm not keen on putting bends in pipes if I can help it. Well, I was going up there, but I saw the little orange flashing light, so I knew Father was out here walking his dog. When I say walking his dog, he's not walking. He's driving around the field in a Kubota, the dog's running behind him. So, but I suppose that's exercise in a fashion, isn't it? So, he hasn't spotted me yet. He will in a minute. So, as I've seen him, I might as well let him know over here. Morning.
Good morning.
What'd you know then?
A lot?
Oh, same as usual then.
Yeah, I don't want to know too much.
Oh, all right then. I thought I'd come and make a start on that bloody drain.
Oh,
Got a price for the stone this morning.
yeah.
It's about 650 quid plus the VAT.
Okay, now.
That's what I said. Yeah, that was, when I bought it, it was £21 a tonne. It's now about 35.
Well,
So I don't know what you want to do about that.
well, how else you going to want? You got to have some.
It's pointless doing it without it.
That's right.
So, well, I say pointless, it won't last very long. Right, well, I'm going to go on up and get that. I've bought 200 metres of pipe, which I will hope is plenty. Just bought four 50 metre rolls. So the idea is if I don't use one, I can take it back.
Yeah.
So stuck it on my account for the time being.
Michael, there. See Michael's born, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
What happened up the gate?
Oh, all right. Okay. Well, I'll see you up there in a minute then.
Go, Squeaky. Oh,
She's in there. Come on, you. In you come. He's going to open the gate for me. That works for me. You know what? That has gone cold. My wife will want the fire later on. Guaranteed. Right, ended up here, obviously started hedge trimming. Dad's gonna go on down. Am I gonna? No, he's gonna go in front of me because he put some pipe in here 20 odd years ago and he knows where it started and when it finished. And I'm kind of hoping that if he can identify where it is, maybe I can connect up to it. Might just save me a load of digging. Mark out my route, I think, which is roughly where he is anyway. The thumping and bumping you can hear in the back is the two buckets, the 12-inch toothed bucket, which I've got just in case we have some issues going in amongst tree roots, and the 9-inch clay spade. So I got the clay spade on as well, so whether we'll need it or not, I don't know yet. So the pipe that you laid, can you hear me? The pipe that you laid, that's more or less that track we followed down, isn't it?
Yeah.
Pretty much. So if I go out that way, I should hopefully to go out diagonally that way. I should find it. How deep is he?
He's not that deep, so he won't.
What, 2 foot?
Yeah.
All right, okay. Okay. Right. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll go out through that there, and then if I can find him, then I'll follow him up. Then we'll basically have 2 pipes. If I can find the old pipe and follow him up, if I have 2 side by side, then hopefully whatever bit of that was working will also feed into this. He says hopefully. So we're going to put that one on. A bit mighty for drainage, you might say, but do you know what? I think all I'm going to come across here is literally just take a bit of wire out, scratch the top off all the rough area. I can't go very deep here because in there is the outlet pipe. So mine, unfortunately, has got to be at least a few inches higher than that, which gives me very little clearance to come out. So I would have to tell the guys that, you know, you're not going to be in a subsoil within 6 meters probably of the headland, which is the one place you kind of want to do it, but there's no way I can get. I mean, some of this water will drain that way, but that's not the way it goes. If we get a lot of rain, it wants to go there, and that pipe goes straight across the field. This was the one that we thought about trying to pick up, but that pipe goes that way, and the pipe I'm bringing down comes down that way, and it's just too sharp. It's too sharp an angle to get in there. It's just going to block up. So I would literally, the only way to do it is to dig a hole in the middle of the field, find that, dig a hole around it, literally put a sump in and feed the water in to that, and then that's a much bigger engineering job. Not saying I couldn't do it, but I don't have the time and the money to do that. That's probably what you'd have to put a concrete sump in there. It's probably going to be best part of £1,000 for the sump. Then the manhole covers and all the pipework to connect it up, and the time, probably looking at 2.5, maybe 3 grand to put a sump out there for this. So for the time being, a couple £100 for some perforated pipe. Although we will not have perforated pipe into here. I'm going to put 110mm sewage pipe into here to get it away from tree roots, because again, tree roots are finding their way into that pipe and they'll just block it up, and pointless. So I've got to bring it. So I'm going to put the 12-inch bucket on and just pull the first 10 or 15 meters out into the field with the 12-inch bucket, and then we'll see how it goes. Then I'll probably swap over then to the 9-inch clay spade and just see how that goes. But yeah. Go on, square up, get in there. Missed. There you go. I'll pull this bit out, we'll have a coffee. I'll make yourself a flask. So I need to come out of there fairly tight to that post, I reckon, because we're going to have to put a bend in this pipe. I can't go straight out the field, but I'm going to make it as slight as I can. Anything that slows down the flow of water in that ribbed pipe, anything, increases the risk of silting up. No, I'll get more than that. I intend to have the pipe sticking out in the ditch, so anybody cleaning it later on can see it. I knew this grain was going to be hard, but under these trees, it is really hard. Really, really, really. If I didn't have a tooth bucket on here, so I can't go much deeper than this to start off with, because I'll be deeper than the hole that drains out of here. Oh, that's hard. Considering that this ground has had no machinery running over it, not that I'm aware of, nothing running over it, no reason for it to be packed this hard, that is, look at that. Machine's pulling through it, it's like glass. That is so hard in there. I was hoping this was going to be like a 2-day job. Might be 2 weeks at this rate. That ground is really hard, so this is definitely going to take some time, but you know what, if I keep pecking at it gently, tomorrow, oh, Scotch egg, bonus. Right, well, I'm going to have my dinner, so I'll see you in a bit. You wouldn't like it. All right, maybe she would. Well, I'll admit the curve may not be quite as smooth as I wanted, but I knew I was going to have to put one in here. We're hoping to pick up the land drain that my dad put in 20 years ago, which is going to be somewhere. I'm not far away, but knowing my luck, I'm going to stay about 6 inches to one side of it and miss it. So the crack now is more or less a straight line. I will straighten up now, more or less straight back up to the corner of the hedge there. No reason why I can't finish this by tomorrow. We want to pick up the wet patch that is where I'm standing now. You can see that ridge just in there. So all this area here gets very, very wet. So we're kind of hoping that if I put plenty of stone around in this area, at least, we'll get a lot of that water away. So yeah, I know having a curved line is not perfect. It slows the flow of water down. It's more likely to get silt build up. But anyway, while we're here, we're going down about 2'6". Not really deep. That's partially because of the lie of the land. We're fairly level down here. It's only when we get up another 20 foot past the machine when the ground really starts to raise away, and I could get a bit deeper, but I can't go deeper here than the outlet of the pipe down there. So I've got to, there's ever such a slight gradient on here. I think from this point here to that down there is probably about, I don't know, maybe 18 inches. But we need that to keep the fall on the pipe, to keep water moving. So anyway, subsoil. This is what I'm digging out, including little OSR. Look at the root on that, eh? Yeah, OSR. So, and a lot of our subsoil, this is the deeper stuff, this is hard, mind, is what's in there? What's in there? Get it, what's it? Get it, find it. This is hard stuff, it's red, sort of ochre, I don't know, irony, red. So it's just red. So, what's in there? What's in there? What's it? What's that? Find him out. Find him out. Dig him out. Go on, get him. What's in there? What's in there? If you don't start there and sort of carry on going that way, Biscuit. Yeah, thing is you tend to chuck the dirt behind you, don't you? Yeah? What's that mouse in there? Is there a mouse in there? Find that mouse. she's happy. Anyway, what I was trying to say is, our topsoil, there's probably 14 inches of topsoil here, which is 10 inches more than I got at home, which is one of the reasons stuff grows so much better here. Don't fill my hole in. Gosh, just not that in. My stuff grows so much better here than it does at my place, so right, I've got to get that lump out now. Don't follow me in there. I don't need any help. So yeah, grain level on me is sort of biscuit. Not that biscuit. I just had a chocolate biscuit. Don't chuck it in. Yeah, it's what we call sort of dick eye. So you wouldn't want to go much shallower than that, but it isn't. It's just here, just out of subsoil level. Right. Out. And that. Out. Okay, let's carry on and dig some more. This is hard. Really hard. Come on, you. Come on, where I can see you. Up you go. Go on. That's my seat. Get in your own. Get in your own seat. Good girl. I'd like to have got 100 metres of pipe in today. These are 50-metre rolls. But this ground is so hard that I reckon I'm going to be struggling to do 1.5. The thing is, there's no point in trying to rush it. I want the bottom of the trench flat. I don't want it ridgy, and that just takes a bit more time to, but especially when it's hard like this, because occasionally you come across a soft bit like that there, and then you've got to take a lump off the top. But yeah, you want the pipe to sit on the bottom of the trench, nice and level. Again, it is literally, if I can keep the pipe as straight and in a straight line in every direction, up, down, sideways as possible, water will just run away faster, and there's less chance of the pipe getting bunged up. It's not like I can put rodding eye junctions out here, because this is a playground. You can put a rodding eye in here and it'll last 1 year, and then red your hand, you find it and it will exist no longer. And if you rip the rodding eye out, well, you've just ruined the entire system, because it will just block up and won't work. So gently, slowly, catchy monkey. See those ridges down there? You may or may not be able to see them. That's talking to you, did that. Alright. There's little bumps in there. That's not my fault, that's your fault for distracting me. Now I got to get them straight. Take the top off that. That's better. Still a little bit of a dip there, so we'll just push that bit back down in there. And the dip has disappeared. I've had enough. It's almost 5 o'clock. 7 minutes to 5. I'll leave the machine here tonight. It won't hurt here. I'm really pleased actually. Oh, most of the, well, all afternoon and about half the morning, and we've used, well, not even a quarter of a tank of fuel. I gotta say, this thing is quite impressive on its fuel consumption. Oh. Not sure about my back though. I think my back could do with some fuel consumption. Probably cod liver oil. Well, not as much as I'd like to have got done today. That's the end of the 50-metre roll there. That is actually not right at the end of the trench. I've probably 80 metres. I was hoping to do 200 metres today. 80. It's so hard on the bottom of there. I kid you not. That down there, well, it's not concrete because I wouldn't get through it, but it is so hard. It's making it a really long job. So, yeah, like I said, I've had enough. I'm going home for a proper cup of tea, not something out of a flask. Do my jobs. Maybe sit down and have an hour's quiet editing on something that doesn't move. Yeah, we'll see. I'll see you later. What? Is it because you haven't been fed? And you know there's some biscuits in here? Is that what you're trying to say? Hey? You can have your food when we get home.